Okay, just to show you some connection, I'd really like you to combine the following. I only got 3 up here, but there's 4 in your workbook, so combine them, and then we'll take a look at them together, okay? Okay, let's see how you did. Remember, these are like terms, and because it's the same variable factor, and you need like terms, and all you do is combine the coefficients. So 3 plus 1 is 4, and keep the like term, right? These, even though this is a 1 here, I cannot combine these because they are not like terms. So can't combine, no can do, whatever. But I can't combine these. So let's take a look at this. We definitely can combine here because they have like denominators, which are really like terms. What are truly the like terms here? Those little fraction pieces. They're like hundredths, so they're really, really, really tiny, but they are alike. So if I have 5 of them and I have 14 of them, I have 19 of them. Okay? All right. Let's look at number 4. Number 4 might be a little different. Number 4, you got to be careful and make sure you have this common denominator. 7/10 minus 3 over 100, right? I don't have like terms here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a common denominator, which 10 does go into 100 without a remainder, so the denominator is 100. But if you take care of the bottom, you got to take care of the top. Okay, so we're going to do 100 there, 100 here first. We multiply this by 10 to get 100. We multiply this by 10 to get 100. Well, don't get 100, because if you multiply that by 10, you only get 70. So that's 70 over 100. Here we already have 100 as your denominator, so that's 3 over 100. Now we can combine these because they have the same denominator. 70 minus 3, or I have 70, I owe you 3 if you like that better, is 67 over 100. Okay? You're going, why did she do this? Why does she keep doing the same stuff over and over and over again? Well, watch. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. I hope you notice that this is a power of 10 as your denominator. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write this as a decimal, this is a decimal, and this is a decimal. And I'm hoping you'll see some kind of pattern. If not, I'll show you the pattern. Here we go. 5 hundredths. 5 hundredths is tenths, hundredths, 5 hundredths. 14 hundredths is 14 hundredths, tenths, hundredths, 14 hundredths. 19 hundredths is 0.19. And if you want the 0 in the front, you can. Right now, I'd rather not put it in so you can see the pattern. There's your question. There's an fraction. There it is as a decimal. Okay. I want to show you this next problem. I'm going to take this, 7/10. I'm going to take 3 100ths. I'm going to take 67 hundredths. And I'm going to show you this as decimals. So 7/10 is 0.7. 3 hundredths is 0.03. And 67 hundredths is 0.67 hundredths, 7/10. Oh, we're subtracting, thank God. Okay, 67. We're going to subtract here. Okay, now let's see if we can make something out of this. I'm going to put a little placeholder here. Okay, I'm just going to do that. Do you see any pattern there? Well, notice all I did was made sure the decimals were lined up, and I just added everything in their right place. The tens places got added up, the hundreds places got added up. Same thing here. All I did was subtract. 70 minus 3 is 67. So all you have to do to add or subtract fractions is to line up your decimals and add and subtract like you usually would. That's all you're doing. So that's combining decimals, right? Combining is adding or subtracting. That's all you do. Line up your decimals. So let's take a look at some problems. All right. I'll do the first 3 with you, and then you can do the next ones in your workbook, and then we'll check them together. Well, let's do the first 3 together. So I don't expect you to change them to fractions. I just wanted to do that so you could see a pattern and seeing how they're related, fractions and decimals. 0.125, and this is 422.8. Okay. If you want that 0 there, you can keep it there. That's up to you. 422.8. Okay. I'm going to take that 1 out of there. It's going to be in the way. Here's the deal. I have to line up my decimals. So I'm going to put little placeholders in here. And you might even want placeholders here. I don't know what makes you happy. Whatever makes you happy. Okay. You might want to do this on graph paper so you can line them up. Absolutely up to you. And now you just add 5, 2, 9, 2, 2, 4. So 422 and 925 thousandths. Okay, and that's your answer. Just listen, it's just like Mod 1, where you have to add everything in the same place value. You have to add your tens to your tens, your hundreds to your hundreds, same thing. That's why you line up the decimals. Okay, let me do number 2. 19 plus 26.072. Remember, in a whole number, your decimal goes to the right of your last digit. And now I'll add the zeros as a placeholder. I'm adding. And we have 2, and we have 7, and we have 0. 9 plus 6 is 15. Carry the 1, and we get 45 and 72 thousandths. So the whole key is just to line up your decimals. And again, if you have to deal with positive and negatives, make sure you don't have any signs, because I have to get a rash then. And also make sure you know what the sign is at the end. I would always take care of the sign first so that you don't lose sight of the sign. If it's easier for you to make your signs in some kind of colored pencil, that's fine too. The older I get, the more colored pencils I use. All right, so we have a rash going on. Signs are different, so that means it's a negative. Let's think about this. I have $7.12. See how that's cool now? It's $7.12. Good. Okay, I have $7.12. I owe you $9.92. So actually, I'm going to owe you money in the end. So my answer is going to be negative. Anywhere you want to put that, my answer is going to be negative. And because I paid you some money, I'm going to have to subtract. And remember to put the bigger number on top. 2 minus 2 is 0. 9 minus 1 is 8. 9 minus 7 is 2. So it's negative 2.80. So negative $2.80. All right, we're really not talking about money. But it's negative 2.80. Do I need to write the 0? No, but you can if you want. So that's 1, 2, and 3. You do 4 through 7, and then we'll check our answers. All right, let's take a look. Make sure you're sign conscious. That's the biggest, most important thing. If I could walk in here with 2 signs on my head, I would. I could probably do that. I won't do that. Okay, I owe you 5.4. I owe you 9.02. So I'm going to owe you more money. So we're going to have to add these numbers, but of course I owe you, so that my answer again is going to be negative. So let's line up our decimals, and we're going to be adding 9.02. Don't forget to line up your decimals. Think about it. What would you really do with a decimal if you didn't line them up? Would you put them in 2 spots? I mean, a little hard to do. Okay, 2 plus 0 is 2. 4 plus 0 is 4. 9 plus 5 is 14. But the answer is negative because I owe you all that money. Again, it's not money, but it makes it easier. Okay? Let's take a look at this one. Rash. Rash. I'm feeling a rash coming on. 2 signs, double sign, sign, but they're the same, so it's going to turn into a positive. Okay, so now here's what we have. I owe you $1.05, but I have, oh good, I'm finally up some money. Okay, I owe you $1.05, but I have $7.23. So in the end, I'm going to have money, so my answer is positive. But I paid you some money, I'm going to have to subtract here. So again, always put the bigger number on top. Line up your decimals, that's most important. Okay, we're going to have to borrow. It's okay. I'll borrow. This is 13 minus 5 or 8. 1 minus 0 or 1. 7 minus 1 is 6. And again, it's positive. So positive 6.18. Okay? Words. Words. These are the only words I really like. Okay. So 0.02 less 10. Less was not a keyword that changed the order. It was a keyword that meant subtraction, but it did not change the order. Do you remember what keywords changed the order? They were less than, the whole phrase less than, and the word from. So unless it's that, we can keep the order. Okay? So it's 0.02 minus 10. So I have 0.02. I owe you 10. Okay? That means I'm going to owe you a lot of money in the end. So I'm going to have to my answer is going to be negative, and I'm going to have to subtract. okay? Because I had this money, I'm paying you that much money, okay? That's like 2 cents. It's like 2 pennies, okay? All right, here we go. So it's 10 minus, remember the point is here, 0.02. So I'm going to put my 0, 0 here as a placeholder. Remember that when you have a whole number, the decimal goes to the right of the last digit. All right? Oh, I get to box. I get to box. Here we go. All right, because I have to borrow. I have 0 minus 2, which I can't do, so I have to borrow. So I'm boxing that in. I'm making that 99, and there's 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. 9 minus 0 is 9. Here's my point, 9, which makes sense. That's $10 minus 2 cents. Of course, it's $9.98, but I'm in a hole. So it's negative $9.98. But I get to box subtract. It's back. Okay. That takes care of 4, 5, and 6. Let's look at 7. 7 has another keyword in there. Let's take a look at it. I'm going to subtract 1.9 from 25.91. Okay. Okay, keyword is from. Remember, whatever comes after the word from goes first. It kind of moves the order around. So we have 25.91. Put my decimal. 25.91 minus 1.9. Okay, of course, subtract. We knew that. 25.91 minus 1.9. I have $25.91. I owe you $1.90. Okay. Obviously, I'm going to have money, so it's going to be a positive answer, but I have to subtract because I owed you this much. I had this much. I paid you. So it's 25.91 minus 1.9. You might want to use a little placeholder. 1 minus 0 is 1. 9 minus 9 is 0. 5 minus 1 is 4. And we get 2 here. 2 minus 0 is 2. And it's positive. Don't need the positive sign. So $24.01. Awesome. Just remember, line up your decimal and be sign conscious. And watch the keywords, right? Okay, let's go back to something else we know how to do. I hope we know how to do. It says evaluate y minus z. Remember, y minus z is just an expression. I can either simplify, which I can't do because they're not like terms, or I can evaluate if they tell me what the numbers are. And they did. So they gave me a number for y, and they gave me a number for z. For y, they gave me 11.6. For z, they gave me negative 10. Rash. I have a rash. Let's fix that rash. That's plus 10.8. Well, obviously, I have $11.60. I have $10.80. So I have lots of money. Okay, I'm going to add these. So it's 11.6, 10.8. I didn't even have to worry about a placeholder. I'll line up my decimals because they're already aligned. So beautiful. 8 plus 6 is 14. Carry the 1. We get 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. Oop, almost didn't see my decimal. 22.4. And that takes care of that one. Ready for the one last one? It says, is 12.1 a solution? We want to know if 12.1 is a solution for the following. Y minus 4.3 equals 7.8. Is 12.1 a solution? If it's a solution, remember what solution means. It means when I plug it into the equation, it makes a true statement. So let's plug it in. Okay, here's your equal sign. I'm going to do this. I don't really need those parentheses, but all I'm doing here is subtracting these numbers, okay? So if you want to do I have 12.1, I owe 4.3, that's fine. We know we're going to get a positive back. We know we're going to have to subtract. I'm going to do the subtracting over here. I'm going to have to borrow. I get 8. I'm going to have to borrow. I get 7. 7.8 for this side. And that's the only thing on this side. So it's a winner. Ding, 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 ding. It's a winner. So is 12.1 a solution? You can't just do that. You got to say yes. Yes. It's a solution. And it's a solution because it makes the equation true. SOL period, you know, that's a little shorthand, but it is solution. Okay, that takes care of adding and subtracting or combining decimals. What do you think's next?